Hello Pisces, welcome to your Virgo season reading 2023. We're going to be having a look to see what's coming in for you from the 23rd of August through until the 22nd of September. Later in the month we will be looking specifically at new moon, new beginnings for you, and also endings and epiphanies with the full moon, so stay tuned for those. They'll be in around about the 31st of August and the 15th of September, around about the time of the new and the full moons. But let's get you some cards for Virgo season, which for you, Pisces, is activating the area of your life that has to do with one-to-one relationships. This can be work relationships, it can be long-term romantic partnerships where there is a sense of contractual agreements. They can also be the people that we provide services to or services from, but these are kind of one-to-one connections. So let's have a look. That may resonate more obviously with your rising signs, if you do know your rising sign. If you're not a Pisces rising, then also, you know, check out your rising sign. There may be something extra there for you. Right, Pisces, past energy. Yesterday, last week, last month, last year, we've got the King of Cups reversed. Present energy, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Pisces. Incoming energy, Page of Cups. How you're viewing the situation. Ace of Swords. Some kind of truth here. Maybe the beginnings of a plan. External energy, Tower. Ugh. Okay. Obstacle for you this month, we've got the Eight of Wands. Outcome, Six of Wands. Right, this is great. Victory. Right. Whatever's going on for you this month, Pisces, there is success here. Just believe in victory. Right, okay. Now, as I say, whatever's going on this month for you in the past, we've got this King of Cups reversed. The King of Cups can be the romantic partner, could relate directly to a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, but it talks more generally, the King of Cups talks more generally about emotional mastery, can also talk about emotional suppression, spiritual mastery, that kind of stuff. With it being in reversed, this can talk about a partner or a King of Cups character who's maybe not been acting as he should be, maybe not been behaving. It can talk about emotional or spiritual immaturity or underdevelopment. If this is a person, or you know, sometimes this can, with the King of Cups, it can be a state of emotional suppression. So in the past there may have been some kind of emotional outburst if this is a particular person. Current energy for the situation, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles can talk about a lack of trust, lack of trust in a situation, lack of trust, lack of self-belief. You know, this can, yeah, this is kind of trust and belief energy. So this could be trust in the self, you know, trusting yourself to make the right decisions. There's definitely some new information here that's coming in. Information, communication, messages possibly, or a plan of some description. And whatever this is that's coming in for you, I think you're happy to receive it. There is a sense of wisdom with this, but it is instilling in you a sense of mistrust in a situation, or you know, this can be, you know, a lack of self-belief. External energy for you, we do have the Tower. So if there's another person involved in this situation, this is their energy, or this could just be the sort of the atmosphere and the energy round about you. With this, with the Tower, this does talk about a disruption of the status quo. It can talk about massive enlightenment. It can talk about liberation. The Tower, when done in healthy ways, if we bring it in for ourselves, this talks about liberation from a situation that's been suppressing our growth. But it can also manifest as unexpected changes, you know, kind of somebody pulling the rug out from underneath you. But generally these are necessary changes that we just, you know, haven't been brave enough to make ourselves. So it could be, I feel that the energy round about you, whatever's going on in your environment, there is a real sense of disruption, erraticness, a sense of, you know, shifting foundations, whether this is around a person or just your environment in general. I forgot to mention the underlying energy. We've got the Five of Wands. Underlying for this month, then the Five of Wands, it can talk about kind of disagreements, arguments. It can talk about spreading your energy too thinly. But this is more kind of differences of opinion rather than the real kind of nasty arguments that we see with the Five of Swords. So there could be some kind of creative differences of opinion, you know, kind of butting of heads. So it seems to me, looking at this, you feel that you understand the truth. There's some kind of information, communication or truth that's come through for you. The energy around you, everything is kind of shifting. It's very unstable. There may be some kind of real true enlightenment or a shift of perspective coming in, or it could actually be manifesting as physical changes, whether this is disruption to your home, work, relationships. So with this seventh house energy, it could be a disruption or a disruptive element entering a one-to-one connection from their end. You're understanding the truth of it. You're getting some kind of information, and this is bringing in, because of this erraticness, this shift, this change, information, clarity, awareness, communication, is bringing in a sense of mistrust or a lack of self-belief in the environment. Okay, now the incoming energy, guys, we've got Page of Cups on the incoming. So with this King of Cups in the reverse and this change that we've got, it could be that whatever this King of Cups is representing, this change, it may be a reduction in the status of this King of Cups energy to a smaller energy. Can also, if this was some kind of emotional outburst or some kind of emotional immaturity that was experienced, there may be an apology here coming in. But this, I feel that there is definitely a refocus here. There's disruption, there's information, there's clarity coming in, there's, you know, mistrust or a lack of kind of belief or self-belief. But there is definitely incoming, we do have the more of a focus on whatever this cup is. This does talk about emotional, you know, this could well be a romantic or a sort of a marriage or a committed relationship. This is sort of focusing on the good things, the things that do bring joy. So this, whatever this, despite these difficulties, this kind of, these arguments maybe, there is a sense of being able to refocus. This may be, this King of Cups is actually, he may be kind of downsizing, you know, there may be a reduction in his presence or his level of energy, but it is, you know, it's like a kind of a demotion. But there is definitely more of a focus, you know, kind of going back to basics and working on it. Obstacle for you this month. So with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this lack of trust, this, you know, lack of self-belief. With the Eight of Wands reversed, this talks about there's a lack of resolution with this, something not finding home. So there is, it's like, for trust, for self-belief, for trust in a situation, in a person, in the self, there needs to be a successful grounding of this energy. And whatever this, I feel that whatever this King of Cups energy was before in the past, whatever this difficulty was, it hasn't actually been resolved. It's just reappeared and said, well, come on then, we'll do it a little bit smaller, but I promise I'll focus. And that isn't, you know, I think this sense of not, if this is an argument, for example, if this was an argument with somebody, this is like somebody who, you know, hasn't actually, that would kind of come back and want to sweep it under the carpet, you know, and say, oh, well, yeah, but we'll just move on. You know, not actually kind of talking it through, not getting to the bottom of what it was that had happened, so that there's a kind of you can restore faith, restore trust, restore belief, either in self, other people, the situation. So there is definitely a need to fully, whatever this is, don't leave it unresolved. You need a resolution to whatever this King of Cups energy was in the past that's brought in this sense of, you know, kind of lack of belief, this instability, this sort of shaking at the foundations that you now understand, or there's communication about. You need to get to the bottom of it, is the obstacle here. If you can do that, get to the bottom of it, do not leave it unresolved, then there is at the end of, you know, we have this success, victory, where possibly, as I say, we've got at the moment, we've got this sense of disbelief, lack of trust. By being able to resolve whatever this was, follow it through to its conclusion. If this is something, I don't know, for example, again with relationships, if this is somebody, say, who promised to, you know, maybe you've been talking to online, or there's a sense of emotional responsibility here, they haven't been showing up, they haven't been doing what they're supposed to be doing, they've been really erratic, they haven't been, you know, kind of showing up, doing what they're supposed to do, which has led to a lot of mistrust in the situation. You need to get to the bottom of that and resolve it. And that will then turn this mistrust, this lack of belief, this lack of faith, into a belief that things can succeed. And with this sort of apology, it, you know, it just kind of feel initially coming in, it is a little bit of a token gesture. You need to get to the bottom of it. If you're going to get this Queen of Pentacles, where you believe in the situation upright, you need to get to the bottom of it. Let's do we need a clarifier, or we no, I don't think we need a clarifier for that, do we? That's all that's fairly clear. Okay. Pisces, do apologise. We'll leave that there for you. Good luck with everything. I hope to see you again on the 31st for your full moon endings and epiphanies reading. And I hope you got some value from today's reading. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers, Pisces. Have a great season.